At Dawn of the Hunt, we're introducing the first new class since early access to PoE 2, the Huntress. The Huntress is a spear-wielding Asmeri warrior. Born into a society with strict traditions, she was exiled from her homeland after using the power of a skill gem to defend her village. As a dexterous spear user, she specializes in both melee and ranged combat, dashing into and out of battle. Spears have extended range and a short dash, but unlike other melee weapons, you can also throw them. In order to make a hybrid ranged and melee character work, we had to do a lot of thinking about ways to make it fun to both enter and exit melee range.
Pariert alles.
The first skill you will get as a Huntress is Whirling Slash. As well as striking in a circle around you, this skill creates a whirlwind that blinds your enemies. Leaving the whirlwind will make it explode. The more Whirling Slash is used, the bigger the whirlwind, and the bigger the explosion.
Okay.
Once you're out of there, you'll want to follow up with something ranged. Whip your spear around to shoot twisters towards your foes. These twisters bounce off walls and
von
hit
Diablo
enemies
2.
multiple times. You can also throw twisters inside a whirlwind to shoot out extra tornadoes that do way more damage.
Oh.
In her offhand, the Huntress will usually want to hold a buckler, which allows you to do a new skill, Parry. While holding down Parry, your character will counterattack any incoming attack from monsters near you, stunning them. In addition, the monsters will take extra attack damage from your follow-up strike.
Das so
Specific
nice.
skills are designed to be used after a parry and have extra effects. Disengage is a skill that does a quick jump back,
Hey, was
damaging
das?
enemies in front of you, and it can be used to interrupt other actions, like dodge roll. If you use it against a parried enemy though, it causes an explosion and gives you a frenzy charge. Just be careful. If you parry too much, you're gonna get stunned and possibly killed. You can combine this combo with Whirling Slash, parry, disengage, and you'll get an explosion from the disengage and the Whirling Slash. The Huntress also has a variety of elemental spear throw attacks. You could use lightning spear to bounce lightning between your foes.
Das sieht schon eher aus, was man spielen
explosive
wird.
spears into the ground. These spears take a while to detonate, but when they do, they'll incinerate anyone caught in the blast. All spear throws on the Huntress can also be empowered by frenzy charges. For example, explosive spears will do an even larger explosion and leave fire on the ground.
Nice.
And these empowered versions can activate even more combos. Using Whirling Slash over ground fire will suck it into the whirlwind, adding fire to the explosion. Using twisters inside a fire
Junge, was ist das? Hallo?
and lightning too. Now a key aspect of hunting is exhausting your foes by causing
Das ist von
bloodlust,
denen, das ist nicht von mir.
which dashes towards your target and unleashes a deadly slash, opening up wounds on your enemies. Follow up with disengage and watch them bleed out as they run towards you. On the health bar of monsters, you can see how much blood loss the enemy has experienced, and the Huntress has skills to take advantage of this. For example, using Blood Hunt will thrust forward and cause a bloody explosion. The more blood loss, the bigger the explosion. If you want to cause bigger bleeds, try out Rapid Assault. The final hit of this multi-hit combo will stick a spear into your enemy for a big bleed. Now, explosive spear and rapid
Sieht cool
assault
aus,
both
aber ich
result
will's
in
nicht
leaving
spielen.
spears behind, either in the ground or in enemies. But there are other skills that leave spears around too, like Storm Lance, that leaves an electrical spear that arcs towards enemies. But what can you do with all these spears? Detonate them, of course. Thunderous Leap will allow you to jump onto and explode any spears either in the ground or in your enemies.
Okay, das
Now,
ist
as well as
nice.
hunting animals, the Huntress also has the ability to work with them. While fighting any beast, you have the ability to tame it and use it as a companion.
Was?
You can only
Ich
have one
spiele.
companion at a time, but it will keep the mods that were on it. Try to find a rare beast with good mods to take full advantage of your
Das ist zu
ability to tame it.
krass, das ist zu krass. Junge, was? Ja,
Now,
das
this is
wird
just
so
the
krass.
beginning of the Huntress.
Das ist so
We've
krass.
really tried to make the hybrid ranged and melee gameplay work for this class by having a huge amount of synergy between ranged and melee options. There are 22 new skills available for the Huntress. By endgame, you'll be slinging hundreds of insanely powerful spears, sending forth spirit animals and summoning the might of Solaris from the sky.
Oh, das
We
sieht
still
cool aus.
haven't talked about ascendancy classes yet. What can the Huntress ascend into? Well, the first ascension class you could choose is the Ritualist. The Ritualist has embraced the darker side of his merry traditions by harnessing the power of animal sacrifice and plague.
Okay.
The Corrupted Life Force skill causes all enemies around you to grow volatile blood boils on their skin. When those enemies are slain, the boils will burst, spreading corrupted blood to all enemies around them.
Oh, okay.
The Ritualist also excels in taking advantage of magical trinkets.
Wow.
The Unfurled Finger skill allows you to equip an additional ring on a finger around your neck.
Whoa.
Taking Mystic Attunement increases the bonuses of all the rings and amulets you have equipped.
Huge, huge, huge,
Now
huge.
this is one of my favorites. As the Whisper's Ask grants you a new skill, Ritual Sacrifice. Use the skill on the corpses of slain rare monsters to absorb the power in their blood to give you one of their modifiers for a short time. Specialize further into Ritualistic Sacrifice with As the Whispers Demand, which allows you to perform that skill on yourself instead of a corpse.
Das ist
Cut your
gut.
own hand,
Das ist nice.
sacrificing some of your own blood to empower yourself. The Amazon Ascension is for those looking to hunt more than just beasts. Trained as an elite guard to the most important Asmeri elders, the Amazon
Junge,
will
das
use
wird, glaube ich,
more
mein
traditional fighting techniques mastered to perfection.
Lieblings-Class.
The Predatory Instinct skill will cause you to reveal weaknesses in the defenses of rare and unique enemies, causing you to deal more damage.
Schon wieder.
You can see those weak spots represented on their life bars. While using Elemental Infusion, any charges you consume will infuse your weapon with elemental power, causing any projectile attacks to explode on impact. The Critical Strike skill is as simple as it sounds. It takes your excess accuracy and gives it to you as critical strike chance.
Okay.
Additionally, you have skills like Mystic Harvest, which allows your elemental damage to leech life, and as Mary Brew to be able to use either flask to restore both life and mana. So those are the two new ascendancies for the Huntress.
Das ist nice.
But those are not the only ascendancies in Dawn of the Hunt. We've added a new ascension class for 3 of the other existing classes too.